I know something's about to go down.
Howdy.
Hello and welcome to episode 20 of I Could Be Your Grandma. I'm Alfie.
I'm Alfie's wife.
Yes, that's how you should always go by. We should change your mail to Alfie's wife.
Wife of Alfred.
Yeah, property of Alfred Mulroy. Be nice.
Yep, that's me.
You still haven't changed your name on your bank account.
I am doing though next week.
Yeah, but it feels like you're delaying it for a reason. It feels like you've kept one thing for 3 years,
Yeah.
just Gallagher, just in case. And it's funny that it's the financial thing as well. It's just, I'm just going to keep it at Gallagher.
You know, I've never thought about it actually, but maybe I am withholding it for a reason.
I think you are. I think you're withholding for financial reasons.
Should we get into it today?
Yeah, why have you not changed it for 3 years?
Because I don't love you.
Wow, straight to the crux of it. Episode 20, the marriage breaks down. Wow.
No, I haven't changed it because I can't be arsed. You know why I haven't changed it? Because my bank make it so
Yeah, because
difficult.
first director of Ball Lake.
Yeah. They have to send you the documents for it.
Yeah.
So you've got to sign it and post. What are we?
Who posts? This is the thing, right? This is the thing I hate about First Direct. And I'm sorry to get into banking 30 seconds into episode 20. And I promise we've got loads of exciting stuff to come.
Strap in.
But the thing with banking and with First Direct is that you have to post everything. And I haven't got time to post.
Foot posting. I bought some stamps the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I just asked the guy, like, oh, can I have some stamps?
Yeah.
And he handed me
They
this
laugh
thing.
at you. You go, what are stamps?
STAMPS. So no. So anyway.
Well, just for those of you who are wondering how to spell stamps, Bridget just explained it.
I was like, yeah, stamps, please. And
Yeah.
he said, great, they'll be £10.50.
£10.50?
I said £10.50.
What were you? Wow, I got right into your mind there.
You did. I said, well, you can take them back. No,
Did you? You
no, I
said
bought-
you could fuck your stamps.
Yeah, fucking put them
I'm
back
going to
there.
deliver it myself.
No, I bought them because I was so embarrassed about me
Yeah.
going, oh, that's too much for me. I'll only take one, thank you.
Yeah.
And I only needed one.
Can you buy singular stamps?
Yeah, I think you can. You can go, oh, I just need one.
Yeah, because who needs 12?
Because you pay for them, don't you?
Yeah, you
actually
pay for 12, don't you?
Yeah,
You're 12 in a booklet. We're never going to use them.
yeah. No, well, I do actually have to do one more thing, but then, there's a bit of a gap.
There you go.
If anyone has anything that they want posting, I'm your gal.
There you go.
Maybe I should start a little drug business, but it's stamps.
Dealing stamps.
Yeah.
But how are you going to... How's that going to work? the thing, the monopoly that drug dealers have is that you can't get them in stores for
Yeah.
maybe unreasonable prices, but like you can't sell them lower unless we do a stamp heist. And
Well,
we steal
well,
stamps.
that's what I'm thinking.
Right, we steal them.
Yeah, I buy load in bulk.
No.
No, steal them in bulk.
Yeah, because we need to make profit.
Yeah. Steal. Where do you steal stamps from? Where do they make where they make the money as well?
I think it's the North Pole, isn't it? That's where they keep the stamps.
Yeah, in
Go on. Go on.
Lapland.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. God, I'm on fire
I know,
today.
jeez, we're burning.
Woo!
Episode 20.
Let's
Guys,
go, bitches.
before we get, look, there's going to be no fat to trim in this episode. I promise you this. There's going to be no fat to trim, right? We're going to get right into it. We've got crazy stuff to talk about as ever. Thank you for sticking with us for 20 episodes of I Could Be Your Grandma. And to kick the show off, we have a very exciting announcement. So,
Drum roll, please.
I Could Be Your Grandma, after the success of the 24-hour podcast, the global phenomenon that was the 24-hour I Could Be Your Grandma podcast, I Could Be Your Grandma, to celebrate its 25th episode
It's a quarter of
100, we are doing a live episode. It's going to be a live streamed episode We don't know where it's going to be streaming yet. Probably YouTube, but we're looking into other options in case we can get a bit naughtier and not get flagged by YouTube for doing naughty things.
Naughty things.
But I'm very
Alfie,
excited.
what do you mean naughty? Talk to me. Give them a little flavour what we got in store.
Well, the thing is that we're going to have probably more adventurous clips than what we show on YouTube.
Yeah.
There'll be some copyright probably, I'm sure. You know, some of the stuff we want to use, like we're going to be making our own films, we're going to be making our own videos and shorts and little skits and little games and stuff like that. They'll be pre-recorded. And to give the artistic expression its full merit, we might be using, you know, a song from Usher.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. But you can expect a lot of laughs. You can expect a lot of tears. You can expect some clips, some jokes, maybe a live guest or two. But just us being silly live on the internet.
Yeah.
It'll be free as well. So, you know, no money out your pocket.
That's the world we live in now. You can do whatever you want on the internet.
That's
so come and
it.
just join us, you know.
That's it.
Join us.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think, Bridge, right? I have so many things to talk about with this episode. I'm
love
trying
it.
to think
Okay.
of the best place to kick off, right?
Okay.
And I think I've set myself up for an unintentional pun here,
love it.
right? And talking about crazy people doing crazy things on the internet. Did you see the man who cooked his own foot and served it to his friends?
Oh my God. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I saw a post about this the other day and I was like, well, they must be tasty.
Have you...
Toasty.
Very good. Here we go. Have you seen the images?
No.
I've got them.
Alfie, are we allowed to show this?
Yeah, of course you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's on the internet. It's not. It's
Okay.
not on like the dark web. It's on a legitimate website.
Okay, warning.
Yeah, warning.
Human flesh coming up.
yeah. You know, it's not obviously a foot. I'll say that.
Oh my
first.
God, I can't believe
It's
I'm
not
going to see
obviously
this.
a foot. And if you're listening to the pod, we'll do our very best to describe.
Hang on. I think we need to give a bit of context to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not going to jump in straight with foot pics, am I?
Go.
Here's a dead foot.
Next topic. Go.
Right. So, well, I only know little brief bits about it. Tell me what you know about it whilst I sip this coffee.
Okay, so to my knowledge, there's a man who I think lost his foot or it had to be amputated for some
He had
reason.
a terrible accident which literally shattered every bone in his
Yeah,
foot.
so
it
he
was
had to-
crushed, I think.
Yeah, so he had to have it removed, and to honour it, he was like, it would be quite cool to serve it up
Yeah.
as a like commemorative thing, like quite a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, he's probably quite an extreme man, you know.
Oh yeah, I think he's definitely an extreme man. I think. Well, actually, I read this article, and I won't read the article in full on here, but he talked about how it was actually quite therapeutic to get on with his life after his accident. It was quite like a cathartic experience. It kind of like put closure on this whole trauma that he had
By having a feast of his foot.
by making his foot into a taco.
I'm interested that he went for taco. Why not a lasagna?
Well, he does.
Mash it in a little
They
bit.
did ask him on this article. Let me pull the article up, and now I guess this is the moment in which we say, you know, there is going to be an image of
a
feet.
human flesh.
Yeah. So like, he said that he wanted to have it taxidermied or freeze dried first. Like, how cool would that be? And you can argue that would be pretty cool, you know. But he decided to go down the route of eating it. So the next image isn't terrible. It's just literally his amputated foot. So that's where they cut his leg from.
Sorry.
Whoa! If that's sending you west, the next ones are going to absolutely.
It's the bit where it goes a little bit yellow, isn't it? It's the
Well, it's
yellowing,
fresh
isn't it?
wound, isn't it? It's fresh wound.
Mm-hmm. Well, they actually cut off a lot of his leg. That's...
But look at how thick his calves are.
Yeah, thick boys.
I can't remember what happened to him. We should probably definitely find this out.
Someone's been hitting leg day.
No, but I think he must have been like a biker or something, which is why it was so hard to.
Oh my God. I don't think I'm ready for this. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
so this guy
dear.
who goes by the name of Shiny, who wants to be anonymous, invited 10 of his open-minded friends to a special brunch. They ate apple strudel, quiche, puff pastries, fruit tarts, and chocolate cake. They drank gin lemonade, punches, and mimosas, and then the main course came out, fajita tacos made from Shiny's severed human limb. So,
who is he friends with? If one of our friends said, "Hi, yeah, I've had to have my thumb taken off or whatever," do you want to come round? I'm making a lovely stew. Like, I'm all right, thank you.
I know, but then
Can we maybe go to Cottonopolis instead?
part of me is kind of curious. Would you not be up for it?
What if a friend said if you wanted to eat a part of the body? Would you do it?
It depends if they were attractive, if they were healthy, if I thought they taste good. Because I have friends that I look at and think, you taste like shit.
Would you
and I have other ones that I think, you taste pretty good.
Let's name and shame them.
Friends, get ready.
Would you eat Dawn French's foot by that same logic as you would eat off her?
No, I don't think it's good meat. I don't think it's good meat.
Bit
I
like,
think,
like mutton.
yeah, dressed as lamb.
Hey, that's not
No, that's I know. No, I think she's gorgeous. No, but I think this guy is like an athlete. Looking at the size of his thighs and his calves, he works out. So I imagine it's probably lean as fuck meat. It's good meat. I reckon it's muscly meat.
Well,
And that's exactly what you want.
also, if you're gonna do
My
it,
mouth's watering a little bit.
I bet what's he called? Army Hammer is just
Oh,
it was hard as a rock.
creaming. Absolutely creaming.
Hard as a rock reading this article, isn't it?
He's one of the friends, I imagine. So then, he talks about how he
Okay.
freeze dried it, I think, to keep it fresh. And then,
Oh my goodness.
so he got back to his house, I took the foot out, and it was gross. It was covered in blood and had iodine all over it. After I cleaned it off, it was pleasantly surprised by how well preserved it was. It's not like they preserved it in formaldehyde or anything. But when you think about beef, which can be dry aged for 6 months, I suppose it makes sense. Jesus Christ. Okay, right. Here's now the next image that I'm scrolling down to is where it gets like a bit, So that's part of his foot. But it looks like a steak, doesn't it? It looks like a steak. It's not terrible.
My eyes are watering.
I didn't think you'd struggle with
No,
this
neither
so
did
much.
I. Neither did I. Honestly, I'm like shocked at like how.
Wow. Talk me through before we
it.
carry on. Like, come on, let's have a little break.
Okay.
Talk me through your emotions.
I didn't think I had like a phobia of this, but this is like triggering.
Yeah, I know.
It's the fleshy. It's the liquid. It's like the idea of it. Me eating it. I actually feel a bit shaky looking at that.
Wow, I didn't realise I was going out with such a wimp.
I know. Neither did I. Wow. Yeah, that's quite extraordinary.
Yeah.
Foot as well. Is it his foot or is it his cat?
I think well, from when you saw the image of his post-op, it looked as though his sort of stump began halfway down his shin.
Right.
So I imagine there's a bit of calf in there too. And I imagine that's where that meat's from, because you don't really actually have a lot of meat in your foot, do you?
No,
It's a lot of bone and
no. It's a bit of a terrible chicken wing, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to get in there, I'd imagine.
Although I reckon mine's got some little.
You got a nice
bits.
little heel, haven't you? Maybe that's what that was actually, his heel.
Oh, it's the look of it as well. It's like the I'm equally absolutely starving looking at it.
Yeah,
and,
well, we've not eaten today, so
yeah, I'm like, am I triggered because
maybe
all I want is human meat.
maybe you're a bit ashamed of yourself.
You know that episode of It's Always Sunny when Frank tricks
human meat.
He tricks Dee and Charlie into they're eating human meat, and then they think that they're addicted to it, like proper cannibals.
Yeah, but doesn't he put like meth in it or something?
No, it's actually raccoon that's like got like worms in it.
That's
and
it.
So
they've got parasites.
So they're just starving.
Oh God! Right, let's get back to the foot.
Hang on, I've a few things.
Go on.
So the foot itself, isn't it a bit like, mad cow disease? If you feed cows their own meat, then they go a bit mad. That's what I've heard that. I've said that right?
I don't think that's what mad cow disease is.
Yeah, it's when they like to save on feed. They would feed the brains of cows to cows. All the offcuts of meat of cows, they just feed it back in, and that's when you got mad cow disease, right?
Is that right? Is that right?
I think
I thought it was like I thought it was like a disease. Obviously, I thought it was something. It was like a viral disease or something. Not a viral, like a. That bee distracted me. I thought it was like a disease that.
Yes. A
that was
disease?
like trans. I didn't think it was from eating cows. We have a farmer that's a regular listener, actually. Our
Oh.
friend Simon.
Oh,
Simon, let me know what mad cow disease is.
I'm
Or in
pretty
fact, I'll
sure that
Google it.
I'm pretty sure that's how it originated. And isn't that it makes sense though, right? That you would go mad if you lived off the meat of your own
But there are
species. There's something
um,
so biologically wrong about consuming your own flesh, right?
there are societies, human societies that eat human meat. I don't
Are
think
there?
that is how mad cow. So bovine.
Yeah, but other than that, Liverpool's a lovely place.
Nah, you fucking hate Liverpool, man.
It's only because I shit on them for no reason last week.
You absolutely are getting your head kicked in by a Liverpudlian. So it says that mad cow disease is a neurological disorder of cattle that results from infection by an unusual transmittable agent called a prion. It's not well understood how it's spread, but maybe that is a rumor. Maybe you're right. Maybe the rumor is that they feed cows their own meat, and it just happens to give them a disease. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
And people who are cannibals, aren't they psychopaths? Aren't they like there's something psychotic to really crave wanting to try it?
Yeah, but then also like I think that's like a misconception, isn't it, with these tribes and things that like
They're
eat
being
themselves.
they're being mislabeled.
They are.
You're
Well,
being
no,
cannibalist.
Let me speak.
Sorry.
And stick up for the cannibals.
Go.
They're being labelled as like, these horror story tribes that eat their own. But actually, I think a lot of it comes from waste and not wanting to waste and, feeding off those that you love the most. I actually think Hammer had a point.
Would you eat me? I die. Thing is, don't people die? Like they're eating like old people, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually.
You don't want to eat old.
No, but I think they kill them. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't stick up for them. Maybe
I think
you're right.
I think it's not great. I don't think it's great. I mean, you could do what you want if you're in a tribe. Like, tribe people do what you want, yeah.
Don't listen to us.
But I do think it's inherently wrong, like really weird to want to taste it.
Right, you ready to see some more images of delicious?
I don't know, this is really not good. I'm really not enjoying this.
Yeah, it gets better.
Oh, God.
Because that's the raw bit there.
Oh, that's on a plate. Like, I've never seen a human on a plate, you know? Like,
but
look
you
at
can't
it,
tell. It just looks like steak.
Yeah, no, it's not steak though, is it? It's a leg. It's
No,
a
but it
leg.
doesn't look like that. You're putting off everyone who's listening to
Sorry.
not watch the episode. So he cut a chunk off top of his shin. There you go. So the skin was already kind of cut off from the surgery, leaving a big chunk of muscle exposed. Took the muscle off.
You didn't fancy a bit of crackling then?
No, oh God, Jesus, you're making me feel sick now.
Oh, sorry. Did I bring the tone down?
Yeah. So basically he was like always talked with his mates about if you could ethically eat human meat, would you? Like we've talked about. And he signed his friends to do it. So I think he said he hired a chef to do it actually, or he knew someone that was a chef. Yeah, there was a chef who agreed to cook it, and he was thinking, let's make it into a taco. So he marinated it overnight, sauteed it with onions, pepper, salt, pepper, and lime juice. Lovely. And then he served it on corn tortillas with tomatillo sauce. Oh, yeah. So there it is, getting cooked.
Oh my God. Why is it so mushy? It's like fucking
That just looks like
slugs.
steak.
No, it
It's just
doesn't.
steak.
Alfie, look at it. It doesn't look like steak at all.
It
yeah.
does, it
look at you
does.
just if you people who are listening, Alfie just absolutely shuddered at the sight of seeing that
does.
mushy foot mess.
Look,
on
this is better. This is better. It's cooked now. So that doesn't look as bad, does it? That does look like beef or pork.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I suppose it does. Yeah.
And then
Do you reckon it'd just like burn and there'd just be a smell of cheese?
oh, gross. There it is. There's the leftovers.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously we all want to know the question that's on our lips and their lips is
What did it taste
what
like?
did it taste like?
Oh gosh.
So
Oh my God, they ate it all together.
they do. He does talk about it. I remember seeing it on the article somewhere. Why did he tell the story?
Oh, this is wild.
Yeah, so this is where he talks about he got closure from his thing. He was basically like, Oh yeah, well, me and my friends have all got a dark sense of humor. We thought this was really funny. Here we go. Right, so he says, so he was like, I was expecting it to taste like pork because that's what you hear on like films and documentaries and stuff. Everyone's like, we taste like pigs because we're the closest genetic thing to pigs. But he said it was actually more like venison or beef. He said this particular cut was super beefy. It had a very pronounced beefy flavor to it. The muscle I cut was tough and chewy. It tasted good, but the experience wasn't the best, unfortunately.
No.
Wasn't the best experience.
No, why? And he doesn't elaborate on why it wasn't the best experience. But I imagine
think we all know.
I imagine it looked a little bit like all of his friends vomiting in various corners of his apartment.
There was a bit in that article actually where he said that a lot of his friends had to spit it out.
And crying and just going, what have we done?
It's quite a traumatic experience, isn't it, actually eating a human, knowing that you've eaten a human.
And your friend.
The thing I'd struggle with is when I'd swallowed and it was in me then. Because, there's a moment when it's in your mouth in which you can choose. Yeah. It's like, I've tasted it now.
Yeah.
It now leaves my body. But like, you'd swallow that meat and then I'd literally, sometimes like, if you drink cold water, you can feel it go down your entire body.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like, oh yeah, I can kind of feel like chill in my belly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd be like that. I'd have hypersensitivity. I'd feel that human meat in my system all the way through. And I'd be like, is it making me feel ill? Am I going to vomit? What's going on? Has he got something?
Yeah, I know. It will bring a whole new meaning to the phrase, my stomach's doing flips on me or something. Nah, don't want to.
No.
Fuck's sake.
Whip.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm really sorry.
I'm kidding. There's a joke in there about a foot long, isn't there?
Yeah. There's
I'll have a
something.
foot long. One of his mates asked for a foot long.
Yeah.
They definitely made that joke, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So that's what I'd struggle. I'd struggle with it inside my body.
Right.
And
then
I
having
think,
to digest it.
Yeah, that's...
And being like, my body's... I wonder if your stomach is like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? What am I digesting here?
Yeah.
What have you done today?
It's like...
Because it's like...
I recognise this meat.
Yeah, I grew this at one point.
Oh, God, yeah. Jesus. I wonder if any people are still listening to this episode because it's pretty extreme.
Really, really awful. I feel so gross.
And this can go on YouTube. So imagine what the 25th live episode that we don't think we can put on YouTube is going to be like.
What do you think the whole taco choice was?
I think it's actually a very clever choice. I think it's an absolutely very clever choice.
There's a lot of things that this choice is, and clever is one of them.
Yes. I think, well, you can argue that the choice to eat it wasn't a clever choice. Every choice that's been made up until the point of which they decide what to eat wasn't a clever choice. You could argue. But I think the choice to go taco is a very clever choice, right?
Right.
Because taco meat, marinated, there's a lot of flavour. There's a lot of spice. There's like a lot of other things that will distract you from the fact that you're eating human meat. So like if you had that muscle and you just fried it straight, with a bit of salt and pepper, the only thing you're getting is human flesh. But with like taco meat, you're getting... You remember when we make tacos? We marinate the meat.
Yeah.
We make sauces for it. You don't actually taste the meat.
There's a lot more going on.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I think it would have been a nice distraction, a nice flavour distraction.
Yeah, you don't just want like a steak, with chips, do you? And have that
Exactly.
bit. You don't want meat and
Exactly.
veg. A little filet mignon.
Are you going to give up or?
Oh God, yeah.
to-
Just put me outside,
to
maybe. You know what?
give
For
you credit
that,
for trying.
for that, you can cut off a bit of my leg and eat if you want. If a
No,
part of
I'm
my
not having a
body you
leg.
had to eat, which part of my body would you eat, Sunny?
Well, your butt. Your butt, Bridget, is made for eating.
Oh, Alfie, stop it! Cry, my parents.
Well, I'm just thinking of a muscly, fleshy part of your body, your butt.
You were thinking you're thinking of like
It's like a rump steak.
yeah,
A trump steak.
a hump steak.
Gross.
Okay. Yeah. Well, but the butt is like a very fleshy thing, isn't it? But isn't it all just muscle? and fat.
Yeah, muscle's the best bit.
That was what
Muscle's the
interested
best
me
bit.
about the image of his calf, is that it looked really gristly.
Yeah, I'm sure human flesh is gristly. I'm sure it is.
And we eat so much crazy stuff as well. Like if cows ate, McDonald's and like crisps all the time, their meat would be so gross.
Oh, yeah.
We eat the wildest
yeah.
stuff in terms of like what we then get as a result. Corn-fed beef.
It's a good point, actually. Yeah, like grass-fed beef.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because like grass-fed beef tastes different to corn-fed beef.
Right.
Because grass-fed beef tastes a lot more earthy, weirdly, because you're eating the earth. They're eating the earth.
Yeah.
So imagine what a fucking human.
What?
And us as well. We taste like shit.
Oh my gosh! It'd be like it would be insane. Imagine a cow eating, bacon butty, and then a croissant, and
Load
then a
of
little
bread,
Twix.
yeah, chocolate bar, Coke.
Drinking a thing of Coke.
Yeah. Oof.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it tastes
processed
rancid.
shit,
It'd just be That's why nobody eats rats.
Yes.
And I've said this before. We're missing out.
We are missing out. Well,
But,
maybe not.
But like or pigeons and stuff, because
You do eat wood pigeon.
Do we?
Yeah, wood pigeon. You eat wood pigeon, but you don't eat street pigeon.
No,
Street
no.
pigeons. No. It's an interesting thought, Bridge. I never thought of that, actually. Yeah, we would say that's why you want free range human, isn't it? Really, you want vegans. Vegans are the first to go in a cannibalistic apocalypse, aren't they? Vegans are the tastiest, probably the weakest as well, because they're
But do they have a lot of flesh on them?
Yeah, but it'd be good.
It'd be good stuff.
It'd be good. It would be lean muscle, wouldn't it? Lean vegan grass-fed muscle.
Yeah, no,
it's a legitimate reason not to be a vegan. You'll get eaten first.
You'll get eaten quite quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I should start saying that to people. Then they're like, "Oh, are you vegetarian or vegan?" I go, No. Just because in when the apocalypse inevitably happens, I don't want to be eaten first.
Yeah, imagine.
Excuse me? Well, because vegans will taste better. I go, okay, great. Bridget, if you want to just move along.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, look at the queue outside McDonald's. You're telling me that fat Bob over there, you're going to eat him before vegan?
Yeah, vegans at first. Round them up and fry them up, son.
It's so easy to find a vegan as well because they don't shut up about it. We can round them up very, very quickly.
They have a little T-shirt on that says "Plants are my friends," and you go.
And everyone's there looking at it,
salivating.
Yes, you keep eating those
Put
plants.
a bib on, knife and fork.
Yeah, it's funny because we are going to have an apocalypse soon, and people will be eaten.
Well, it's a cheery thought. Yeah. Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah, happy Easter Monday episode. Actually, I didn't even think about that. New life. It kind of ties in, doesn't it? Eating.
But what if by the time the apocalypse happens, we're all vegan? Then it's
it's a
pecking order.
free-for-all.
Then it's who's the beefiest.
Then it's World Hot Red Buffet, isn't it? Really, anything goes.
Yeah. Then you're picking who's been on like the nuts and not just the veg, but been eating like the more protein-based stuff.
I wonder what the tastiest diet is for a human to have, because they tell men, they gods tell men that if you eat pineapple, it makes your semen taste better. So there's proof in the pudding, isn't there? Really, that if you eat better, you taste better. So I wonder what the diet is. I wonder what food makes humans taste their absolute best.
I think it probably is vegetables.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be meat, would it?
No, it definitely wouldn't be meat.
Because otherwise it would work the same way. Like animals would eat meat as well. But they don't.
Yeah, no, we don't feed animals meat, do we?
No, but let's think about that. Should we maybe pitch that?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe one day the cows will be eating us.
That's a moospiracy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Right.
That was disgusting,
Yeah.
and I want to die.
I know.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're absolutely welcome. Speaking of...
You burn that frying pan, though, after, wouldn't you?
Oh, you get rid of it all. What I actually wondered...
The smoke and everything just makes you want to be sick.
What I wondered is what the foot do you do with the rest of it? Because you're not having multiple meals out of it. It's a big... So imagine halfway down your shin, And then it's a lot of meat. It's a lot of body.
Yeah, you're not going to freeze it.
What you're going to do is chuck it out, and then your bin man finds a foot. Like, you can't, what do you do?
Yeah.
Surely there's laws around this thing.
Can't throw away human meat. I think you'd have to dispose of it, wouldn't you? Of like going back
Yeah.
to the hospital and give them it. It's like,
Jeez.
tacos? And they all go, no thanks. You go, great. Can you put this in your SERPs bin, please?
Yeah. Is that what they're called? SERPs bins?
No, they're not. They're called, what are they called? Where you put your needles in and all your
Yeah.
human waste.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a fun job, wouldn't it? That
Would
is a
it?
job, isn't it? Somebody who works at a hospital who has to deal with all of that.
Yeah. Do you know
Where
what?
does it go?
Well, Bridge, this is a crazy plug for your future podcast.
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
my Odd Jobs podcast.
Yeah, Bridge is going to have her own podcast. I'm going to have my own podcast. We're going to have 3 podcasts in one day.
Yeah.
And Bridget's podcast is going to be about all the crazy jobs in the world, interview people that do odd jobs.
Yeah.
So if we know anyone that collects human waste and needles, get in touch.
Yeah, who works at a hospital and just gets rid of all that and knows where it goes. It probably gets cremated, doesn't it, and burned.
I imagine so. I
Yeah.
imagine that, there's some sort of like chemical dissolving of it all or something.
Okay, conspiracy theory, right? All the offcuts from the hospital get cremated, turned into ash, and then put into compost, and that's what is used to grow all the produce across the UK.
I don't imagine it's very nutritious. It's funny though.
Yeah, it would be
actually.
weird if they were like that. Yeah, because there's no purpose for it.
I feel like I might have told you this story on the live pod, on the 24-hour pod, about David Sedaris, who fed his tumour to a turtle.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. So you can do it. You can get your stuff from doctors somehow. I don't know how, but
Yeah, well, this is it. The doctors must have had to sign forms.
Yeah, I think they
And he
did.
must have had to get a lawyer.
I think it was something like the only state in America that allows you to eat
Steaks.
human meat. Steak. He's like Idaho or something, and he was in Idaho. I don't know how it happened. If you read the article, we'll link it in the thingy or we'll put it in the newsletter, and you can have a read. But yeah, yeah. So who the hell knows what went?
Be
on
ironic, wouldn't it, if Idaho had like really strict abortion laws, but were like, yeah, but you can eat your own foot. That's fine.
there? Yeah, yeah. They probably do. It's America after all. Crazy place. Speaking of crazy places,
Yeah.
This when I first saw this story, and thanks for everyone for sticking with us through the foot. When I saw this story, I thought this definitely happened in America, and I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. It happened.
Liverpool.
No, God, Jesus Christ! You're putting my life at danger as well
Go
now.
on.
It's not funny. It happened in Australia. Now,
Ooh.
we have close ties to Australia. We have family and friends and loved ones there. And we love the Australian people. So I was quite surprised when I saw this mental thing. So, Australia have just opened, I guess you say opened, just launched a new Navy ship, right? Have you seen this?
No.
Right, they've launched a Navy ship, built a big new beautiful Navy ship, and to like open it up, they had a ceremony, and they've had a bit of slack for one of the moments in the ceremony. So I've got a couple of clips. I'm going to show you the moment in the ceremony, and then we're going to show some other bits around it.
Okay.
For listeners at home,
What?
we are watching a troupe of very attractive women in very skimpy outfits twerking in front of a giant Navy ship with the generals and the leaders of the Australian military watching them.
I'm like shocked. I'm so confused. Oh, she's lost her hat.
Yeah, she was
What is
twerking
going
hard.
on? Who's the event organizer? Because I
Yeah.
think they missed the tone.
Yeah. Well, this is the story goes deeper.
Did the marching band just pull out last minute and they just like went to the local strip club and went, can you maybe just put on these
Yeah.
last ditch effort, guys? Let's get some really, really beautiful women out and just twerk.
We haven't. We've lost the juggler. We've lost the bloody juggler. Or we've lost the 10-guard salute to the Queen. Can we get 10 girls twerking?
It's like a zoo. It's like all the white captains and soldiers are looking upon, and they're dancing to. Is it Coffee? It's like a very she's like a Jamaican artist.
Yeah.
And why?
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's such a mismatch of.
Would you have felt better if they were dancing to Kylie?
Yeah.
Would you?
It'd be patriotic.
Yeah, true. Actually, it would make more sense.
It would make way more sense. You said that that was wild.
No, because for me, it's already mental. You're seeing it, the song doesn't matter, but actually, it does kind of make more sense.
Yeah.
You're like, well, at least they picked the right song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird.
It would have looked less strange. All of them dressed up as koalas doing a little conga. It was that wild.
Yeah, well, they'll be racist, but yeah.
What do you mean? Sorry to all koalas out there.
No, you're stereotyping, thinking that Australians love koalas.
They
got
do.
Kangaroos as well, thank you.
Can't name another one.
Yeah. Kookaburras.
Yeah.
They're not passionate about them, though, are they?
Echidnas.
Yeah. Wallabies. They've got plenty of animals.
Yeah, wombats.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, stop naming Australian animals.
Marsupials. Oh, dear. Yeah, so that's how the Aussies kick off military ships now. Twerking.
That's wild.
Yeah.
They all looked really confused. Are they? Is this right?
Well, this is where the story gets really juicy, Bridge. Right. So ABC. D-E-F-G. No, ABC, I believe, are a news network in Australia.
Yeah.
And they
Global.
broadcast the ceremony.
Ceremonies.
Thank you. They broadcast the ceremony, and it was a pre-record, right? And they curated the twerking. So the twerking wasn't actually part of the official ceremony.
That dance
We're getting
routine.
into a conspiracy theory
That
here.
dance routine wasn't part of the ceremony.
So the
that
dance
was the network that wanted them on.
The network filmed before, so you can imagine the ceremony kicks off at 10.
Yeah.
So at 8 a.m. they were like, right, let's get the dancers here and do a bit of dancing in front of the ship.
Yeah.
South African Aussie captain there.
Yeah.
So they pre-recorded that, right? And then when all the generals turned up a couple hours later for the boring non-twerking ceremony, they filmed them reacting to speeches and all the things that you'd expect to go on.
Okay.
And then when they put the ceremony out across the news in Australia, they cut in the reactions of all the generals there watching these women twerk.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so strange.
Which makes me actually, I'm up for that fake news.
Me too.
It's great. It's like they're properly taking the piss out of their own very senior military figures in their country. And they're just here they are, just watching women twerk. And when you watch it in that context, it is properly funny. It is they proper stitched these guys up.
Yeah, it is.
It's really weird.
It's really, really weird. And what a way to celebrate war, with that kind of level of dancing and moving. Yeah. Nothing says we want to take over land and sea and sovereign and by women in leotards shaking their asses.
Maybe that's why they were playing a Jamaican song. They were like, "This is the place we're going to go and conquer with
Where
this
do you think
shit."
we're going next?
Yeah, little hint there.
Wow.
So I've got a clip from a news video that explains it a bit better.
Okay,
The
great.
ABC has tonight apologised for misleading viewers over its coverage of the Navy's twerking controversy. The Prime Minister leading the attack, accusing the ABC of being dishonest and disrespectful.
The performance raised eyebrows. The ABC's coverage of
Raised a bit
gyrating
on that.
dancers performing in front of our top brass, including the Governor-General. But Major David Hurley and Fleet Commander Michael Noonan weren't actually there, dragged into what has become a Defence Force scandal because of deceptive editing by the national broadcaster.
I'm disappointed that this event was so misreported, in this case by the ABC, was wrong, was false and was misleading. And I think that's very disappointing.
Nine's cameras caught how it really played out.
I think it's very disappointing I wasn't
101 Gold
invited.
Squadron kicked off the commissioning of the new Navy ship HMAS Supply at Garden Island. Their twerking was well and truly over before the official motorcade rolled in, delivering the Governor-General
Brilliant.
and his entourage. Today, David Hurley broke ranks and issued a statement, a spokesman saying the presentation of the video was disappointing. The dance troupe has hit
shorts were
back
far too
after
long.
coming under attack on social media. They also issued a statement insisting the editing was creepy and the outrage made them feel unsafe.
I think that was
It did make them look like
disrespectful
proper
to the
creeps,
performers.
didn't it?
The choice of the dance group for the occasion has certainly been questioned, but they were outdone by the performance of the ABC, forced to apologise to the Governor-General and the Chief of the Navy and its viewers.
I kind of love it. I really like it. I'm like, I want the BBC to start doing that shit.
Just start cutting and snipping away, just putting things in that's a narrative that's just so
So fake.
But also, like, who okayed it?
Oh yeah, I know.
You know, when you think about what we do as jobs, how honest we are, and like, or any little things that you think might make your companies look terrible.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
so careful, and they're actively going into the belly of the beast, going, snip that bit there
Yeah.
and put that there.
If you got a clip that makes him look a little bit pervier,
Yeah. Is there any images of these men with like hands on their crotches that we can maybe just zoom in on as well?
Can we potentially Photoshop a little bit of an erection on him?
Yeah.
That one, it flies down a little bit there.
And everyone in the board meeting room at ABC is like clapping.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do love it. I like it. The problem is, right, with the British media is that all the footage of our politicians and military leaders and everything is genuine, and yet we still don't give a fuck, and we still keep them in jobs, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, I
yeah,
can
no.
imagine that in Australia it was outraged. They're like, "Oh my god, look at all these pervy men looking at girls. This is outrageous."
Yeah.
And then it's fake, and you're like, "Oh no, they're poor military men." But here, that shit happens every day.
Yeah, Matt Hancock did make out with that woman.
Yeah.
That did happen.
There was
That
nothing
wasn't
fake
fake
about
about
that.
No.
And fucking Boris
Well,
Johnson
actually-
got fined for going to parties this week, and he's still keeping his job, isn't he?
I know. Yeah, petty amount.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get political, eh?
No, we're not that show.
I'm also like, what other? I wonder what else they had going on for that ceremony.
Honestly, I think that I don't.
So
That
tacky.
wasn't the ceremony.
No,
the
but-
dancing wasn't the ceremony.
No, what I'm saying is, I wonder what else ABC brought in just to.
Oh right, yeah.
So
Well, I
funny.
think, like I said, I think what happened is that the dancers were there like before anything happened.
Yeah.
It was like early in the day before anyone in importance were there, so they probably had no idea.
It was just them and a camera.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I think the ABC
Bring
like
the
this would be
girls
a
in.
fun way.
Whoa! By that method, you could have brought anybody in and just snipped it in. If the media has, you could have brought in a homeless man taking a poo, and just like, and then all of them like.
There's a
watching.
news story, right? Yeah, it's like that's like it's got political weight to it, hasn't it? Like
Shitting on our navy.
yeah. If you were asked to twerk at a Navy ship ceremony, would you do it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nothing against the performers. They did a great job.
No, well, they're just hired, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just doing their job. I bet they did think this is a bit weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Where is everyone?
Yeah. yeah.
Why are we performing to no one?
Yeah, and why are we doing it in front of this big ship? They weren't told anything, were they?
Yeah.
They were told, like, oh, there's this competition. You're the local dance troupe, and there's this competition going on. You might win. If you get enough likes on the internet, you might win $1 million, babies.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, yeah, let's do our best song. Let's do that Jamaican track. Let's just, like, twerk it out. And then they rock up and like, oh, well, it's an interesting choice of location, but we'll
Yeah.
go with it. And
Yeah.
then, they get moving. And then, unbeknownst to them, they're part of a scandal.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We solved it, haven't we?
Yeah.
What would be
I imagine the I imagine the guys, the military men, right, get home and their wife's like, "How was work, Han?" And they were like, oh, it was a really dull day, actually. We just, we launched the new Navy ship and the ceremony was just so dull, so boring. She goes, oh, yeah, a bit. And then she just puts on ABC News and there's a picture of him there just like smiling at these women twerking. You little fucker. You told me it was boring.
Yeah, he's like, I swear, hon, I wasn't there.
They weren't even there.
It's just an image of him with that strap under his chin, smiling.
Yeah. I swear to God, they weren't even there. I've never seen that woman in my life. It's like, why are you watching him right now?
You don't. What did the news do? Just like snip those two cliffs together?
Yeah. Look, they're there in front of the ship. That's the ship, and that's you next to it.
That's what I'm seeing. I didn't see anything else, did I? Like, that's the truth.
It's the media, love. It's the bloody media. What are they just photos? They wouldn't do that to us.
It's fake news, hon. It's fake news. Don't tell me about fake news again.
Oh, no, you're sounding like Trump more and more by the day. I bet you grabbed her by the pussy too, didn't you, you little bastard? I don't know what happened at the accent there. I got
I loved it.
way excited at the end. Oh, dear. Well, we've offended Scouse.
Great.
Australians.
Legs.
Legs. Yeah.
Human meat. Vegans.
Cows. Everything. We're pissing them all off. Right then. So,
but I just wanted to just point out the irony of like a dance routine to commemorate war.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's mad.
It's great.
It's all mad. It's great.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in.
I know.
Like, this is, everything's got to have a fucking launch. Everything's, and it's got to be social media worthy.
Yeah.
ABC are probably actually quite happy that this has happened. It's great coverage.
Yeah.
Funny, silly.
Yeah.
Yes, a bit dishonest, but
maybe for like nuclear bomb launches, they'll just be like, cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And like,
well, you joke, but
it is that.
It is that, isn't it?
That. It's just such a weird combination of worlds.
Yeah. Because you have to sell it to the dumb fucking public, don't you? You have to sell it and like, yeah, fucking twerk it, girls. We'll fucking take over the world with that ass.
But they didn't. That's what's funny about ABC is that they were like, this isn't news, so let's make it news.
Yeah, let's make it news, man.
Yeah, let's make it rain.
Yeah, you have to like soften the blow.
But you have to make a new story out of what's going on. You have to just manipulate. They've just manipulated it completely, but...
Yeah, but I mean, like, you have to... Because, like, to say, like, Australian government spent £400 million on this Navy ship.
Right.
And it's like, how can we make that sound better? And it's like, oh, there's girls dancing in front of it. I don't care now.
Yeah, I know.
It's like car ads, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, here's a sexy lady on a car that if you buy, she will be there.
Well, maybe Aussies just like to have a laugh. Maybe they thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I honestly,
Yeah.
I think it's really funny. I think it's great. It's like a real satirical little thing to like put the most powerful people in your military watching. Right, let's wrap up the show with some good old news about aliens, shall we?
Oh, yes. Okay, great. My favourite topic.
Yeah. So the story is that the Pentagon released 15,000 or 1,500 pages of documents about UFO information.
Love it.
And one of the things that stood out was unaccounted for pregnancy cases. So women claiming that they've been abducted by aliens and then get pregnant.
It's a perfect thing to say if you'd had an affair, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like you go to.
Yeah. It was an alien, hon.
It was an alien. I honestly, well, you heard me. I saw that ship last week. Yeah. Well, I just think that I was impregnated by the aliens, and that's what's happened there. And he's like, yeah, but why is he black?
Yeah. Why does he look like our black postman? Because the aliens were shapeshifters and they made themselves look like Earl the postman.
Earl the postman. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. I swear to God, honey. It was an alien.
It was an alien. Laser beams and shook me like a dog.
It is a great excuse if you're pregnant, if you had an affair, isn't it? It's perfect.
Yeah.
And her husband's like, well, you got to take it to the Pentagon, hun.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay, great. Excuse me, Pentagon officer.
I'm here to report an unknown
Alien rape.
And then they arrest Earl
Yeah,
for questioning.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What do they look like, man? Kind of like my black postman, Earl.
Don't look into that.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, he's a shapeshifter.
Which is why you should never trust white women, Earl.
Or postmen.
Yeah, they'll... No, white women will get you arrested for things you haven't done. Well, yeah.
No.
Yes, you will.
They bring Earl in and they're like, Earl, we just want to sit you down and talk to you about a few things. Firstly, where'd you get all these stamps?
I know for a fact you ain't paid for them because you ain't rich enough to afford $20 for 12 stamps now, Earl. Huh? I'm a postman. You're full of shit.
I'm a postman.
You're an alien. You're a black alien immigrant.
Postman immigrant.
And you ain't welcome here, bud. You take our women and you take our stamps. It's funny because America's racist. Really racist.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love that the people at the Pentagon talk like that too.
Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do. I wonder.
So do you think it's true? Like, do you know any truth in this, Alf? What do you reckon?
I don't know. I was just wondering how many people that worked at the Pentagon
Yeah.
knew how many sides the Pentagon had. Do you reckon that is you have to know that? To
That's
get
the
in?
first question.
Yeah.
Is it 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
Is it? Is it 5 a hexagon?
Yeah, it's 5. No, it's 5.
Five's
Five
hexagon
Pentagon.
6.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, we're getting. But yeah, you imagine it's like now you've graduated from Yale. You've passed all your exams perfectly. There's one thing we have to do. I'm sorry. We're sorry we do this. Is standard procedure. But how many sides does the Pentagon have? Because we can't let you in here unless you know.
7.
Sorry.
You're out.
Yeah, you're out, man.
Yeah.
You're out.
But it's great because the
Go be
local
a postman.
Yeah, the local post place has lots of jobs going. So yeah, can you get pregnant from an alien? I suppose you just do a DNA test, right? And then they'll tell you absolutely no, that's not a thing.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, like, I imagine what's funny about those news stories is that, like, I imagine there's procedure with like the CIA, the FBI. It's like if people tell you about this stuff, you have to write it down. You have to document it. Like, so, like, I imagine it in those 1,500 pages, it'll be like, women have said that they've been pregnant from abductions, and we did the checks, and DNA showed that it was
Bullshit.
But like the Sun will look at it and go, oh, women are claiming they're getting pregnant from alien invasion, like alien abductions. Oh my God, let's fucking run the news story on it. And then they'll never say like, oh yeah, but it was nothing.
Isn't it? Aren't you essentially like you've been in? If you go to the sperm bank, couldn't you argue that's kind of like
Where are you going?
Well, it could have been. You could get it from anywhere, anyone.
It's not an alien though, is it? It's different.
So they're saying that they've just become pregnant or they've been like raped.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of reasons that make a woman
pregnant.
Call the
there's only one
fucking CIA and say I'm pregnant. Like mental health issues,
right?
Maybe trauma from being raped and actually abducted or drugged or something. Like, definitely,
right?
Of course,
yeah.
Like they're probably dealing with some trauma.
But what's the Pentagon said? Can I have a look at the article?
What the Pentagon said? They have said, so this like Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program is where the pages have come from. It was closed in 2012. It's made available by request by a British newspaper, which was The Sun. It's just basically talking about sightings and in the form of paranormal experiences with people. I
get a little bit worried when governments start to admit to the Pentagon having things. You're like, oh, okay. Like, so all the people have been saying aliens are real for years and years. And then the Pentagon are going, yeah, they are. We can show you all the footage that we've had of these strange UFOs. Like, they are real. I'm a bit like, hang on a minute. What are you actually doing?
Well, this is it.
Like,
It's the perfect distraction. So, like, I'm sure these pages were released at a time in which something, like Hunter Biden fucking having loads of images of him fucking hookers and snorting crack, on his laptop is like coming out. Have you heard about that?
Well,
That was happening during the election, was the Hunter Biden laptop thing.
Right.
But it actually turns out that there were like, I think it was something like 80,000 images of him doing crack and fucking
What?
hookers. Yeah. And
That's not true.
He's in Switzerland right now in hibernation, hiding, because these images are going to come out at some point.
Wow. Oh, I can't wait.
But exactly, so like the Pentagon are probably like, we need something to cover up some scandal.
Because the
Just
president's
give
son.
them 1,500 pages of crazy people talking about how they got fucked by an alien.
Right,
and then everyone's
right.
like, ooh, juicy news. Ooh,
Yeah,
alien news. And then
aliens.
all the other shit that gets passed through
Oh my
unnoticed.
gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know.
That's a better story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I actually don't know why we're not talking about that, because I don't know enough information.
No, I
about
don't.
it.
Let's save it for next week.
I know. Yeah, we'll look into the Biden scandal and we'll
Yeah,
get back
we'll make
to you.
ourselves a nice little foot burrito before we sit down and chat.
Yeah.
I've got a hankering now for some human meat.
A footy burrito.
Yeah.
But yeah, this woman claims that she's got impregnated by an alien.
Wow.
Do you reckon they're good in bed?
Aliens, a bit slimy,
Just how you like it.
but maybe but you know what? Maybe they're like so advanced that they don't even need to like touch.
Yeah,
Just look at you,
absolutely.
like, and they
You're just like,
it's wild. Yes, all right, yeah. I was kind
oh
of.
my god, yeah, they just know every pressure point in your body that just makes you literally explode into 1,000 pieces of pleasure.
I'm gonna get you a little alien out. Look at you. Yeah, positively red.
You've enlightened something in me. Maybe I want to do it with an alien.
But all they're really bad. They're like a bit fumbly,
Yeah,
a bit like.
nervous.
Does that feel good?
Little teenage aliens joyriding their parents' spaceship, going around fucking human women.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose our alien virginities tonight,
Isn't it funny that like what women would have? I mean, there would obviously there's women that would have sex with aliens, but like, you're not, the first thing isn't going, wow, he's really attractive. Like, we won't be attracted to them, surely.
Oh yeah, I don't
Because
know.
we're only attracted to our own kind. Well, some people are attracted to like
Animals.
buildings and things. That woman who married the Empire State Building, but
Yeah, but you've got people that have sex with animals.
yeah, exactly.
So like a semi-human alien.
Right. So then maybe we'll send. They'll have sex with the aliens then. Yeah. Whew, okay. I was a bit
Don't worry, there's someone for everyone.
just worried they're just going to come down and they're going to just take over me. I'm not going to be able to help myself.
Like Earl did.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to help myself. Oh my goodness, I'm so terrified. I can't possibly. No, don't.
Unbuttoning.
Stop it. Yes. No, they telepathically unbutton you. Your buttons will just go.
But then if they impregnate you, don't they like? It won't stick, will it? Like it won't work.
Won't take.
Yeah.
It's alien DNA though. That's
Yeah.
prime DNA.
Maybe they already have, and like maybe we're products of like.
Well, this is it.
Like maybe aliens look
We
like
could
us.
be
They're
aliens
all just,
already.
isn't that amazing that people believe that's the thing? That aliens exist. They are walking among us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people believe that.
Who would be
I
an
know,
alien?
isn't-
Who would be an alien in this world?
It's people that do things that the average person can't do. So it'd be like Elon Musk is probably an alien.
Olympians, yeah, Elon Musk he's definitely got an alien vibe about him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Definitely got a weird. I think he could be a lizard person.
Yeah.
He's definitely got that. I imagine if you watch him long enough, you'll see him like just lick his lips with a little lizard tongue or something.
Yeah.
He's got a very alien vibe about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the QAnon? Hillary Clinton is the QAnon's favorite for being a lizard person, isn't it?
Don't they think she's like the devil though? Isn't
Yeah,
it? She's like a
that's
devil,
it.
like a horned
Yeah.
animal who's
Drinks kids' blood.
drinks baby's blood.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a few lizard people amongst us.
What if I just turned to you and went, Alf, I'm really sorry, but I'm only here for a short amount of time. Like, I've been asked to come down and, like,
marry you for 3 years and then go home.
bewitch an English man. And
Find us the prime Englishman.
the prime.
Learn about the ways of the slightly attractive Englishman.
Very attractive Englishman.
Stop it,
I was
alien.
only sent down to go for the really attractive ones.
Stop it, alien. Make me blush.
No, and what if I did get? But Bridget, what did exist like 3 years ago, but I took over.
Ooh.
And so you did.
Body snatcher.
Yeah. Just I came in the night, and then
Yeah, we did.
yeah. And the rest is history.
I was pregnant.
Yeah.
What's that show where the man gets made pregnant by an alien?
What?
There's a film or something in which a guy gets made pregnant by an alien and he gives birth to loads of like alien stuff. Is it Men in Black?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a film, I can't remember, where the guy has like a proper pregnant belly and he gives birth to... Oh no, it's Futurama, I think, where the alien is pregnant and he gives birth.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's the guy alien and he gives birth. Yeah. But he is in a relationship with the woman, not Leela, the other one, Amy.
Okay.
And they have sex and he gets pregnant.
Right.
And he gives birth.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Would you want to give birth?
No, definitely not. Why the hell would I want to sign up for that?
Well, this is a question.
So what happens? You came down, you bewitched me with your alien charm, and then what? You just go?
And then
Why do you take me with you?
take me with you. No, I kind of just leave you to it. I go. Sorry, that was just a couple of years experiment.
What did you do with the real Bridget?
You'd be left. What?
What did you do with the real Bridget?
Maybe she'd come back.
You made her into some delicious tacos.
yeah. Tacos bravas.
Oh god.
But maybe there's something about, I took over my body, right?
Mm. And you were the
I
fun
go.
person that I loved.
Right.
The alien, and actually the real Bridget is dull.
Boring.
Oh god.
But you did meet me when I was me, so maybe only like a month in, and then I was the alien for the rest of the time until now, and then the alien goes, and then you're left with the girl that you met within the first like couple of days.
Does she remember me? Does any time passed?
No, she does. She thinks she's still there.
Back in 2016 or whatever.
What's
It
up
was,
in your throat
2014. It was my alien impression. Left some phlegm there.
Or like, she thinks.
So she thinks we're back in 2014.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's imagining like, I've just started going out with Alfie.
And he's like, fucking hell, you've got old.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, what's happened? And then I look at me, I'm like, why am I older?
Yeah.
And we're married? We got married?
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything else?
We got married and achieved nothing? Which means we've got a podcast. I can't do a podcast. I hate podcasts.
Yeah, I'm not funny. I tell really bad jokes all the time and they always bomb.
I said it didn't stop the alien version.
She gave it a go.
Yeah, at least she had a fucking try.
But it also, hang on. It would be like, people who have like brain trauma and then they're suddenly like a different person.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you stay with me if I just became a different person?
Ooh.
Like
what if you became like really aggressive and horrible?
Or just different, just very different.
It depends. It depends like how different you're talking.
Like different sense of humour,
Ooh,
different
that's
way
a
of
big
interacting
one.
with people.
Yeah, but you're so joyous and lovely. That's what I mean. The only way you can go different is mean.
Yeah.
So no, I probably would leave you.
Oh, no, you're married to me. You can't leave.
Yeah, but not if you turn into a nasty person.
No, but it's because of my injury. It's not me.
Yeah, but it kind of is. That is the new you.
There'd be the old me inside going, fight for me.
Yeah, but how could I bring it
Help.
out?
I don't know. You figure it out. You're married to me. That's what we agreed on.
Sounds like hard work, though.
It's like me saying, if I was like, had a massive accident tomorrow, you'd be like, well, you weren't like the able-bodied person that I married, so sorry, I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you'd walk for all of your life. I don't really want to push you around, I'm afraid.
It's kind of what I signed up for. Maybe I would leave you then as well. Yeah.
I know for a fact I'd be the most miserable person if I had a life-changing injury, but I'd make you stay with me because I was so miserable. And I'd be there, I'd be fat, and I'm like, you said through sickness and in health, you've got to wipe my bum. That turned Cockney for some reason.
Now wipe it, you fucking mug.
You said you'd wipe it.
I can't go up the apples and pears because I'm disabled.
Oh, wow. She fucking hit a home run at the end of the episode.
Oh, thanks
didn't she?
everyone. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Saved it. Excellent.
very tired
It's
and
been coming.
hungry.
It's been coming, man. And you fucking persevered and it paid off big time.
Don't go to give it too much credit, otherwise it'll lose its.
That was
know
the
what I mean?
best show you've ever said.
You'll never say anything ever again.
You will never reach the height of that comedy.
God.
I loved it. No, if I did, but the thing is though, depends what the injury is with you. Like, I mean, with me, it depends what it is. Because if it was just my legs, I'd be like, you can stay with me because I'll take care of myself. You know, it's I understand if you didn't sign up for no leg Alfie, but we can still make this work.
What if it was like a life crippling disease that changed everything about you and was so debilitating? Like alopecia.
Oh man, I don't think I could deal with the jokes thrown your way. I don't think I could just be seen in public with you knowing that people were constantly laughing at your shaved head. It would weight it down on me too much. I'd kill myself first, I think.
Yeah.
And then, probably take you down with me too, because I just wouldn't want you to live with the pain and trauma of living with that disease. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good news is I'm getting alopecia every day. So
No, you're not. No, you're not.
So right, I just want to go back to you getting taken over by an alien.
Yeah, go
So
on.
like, what are my options here? Do you like go surprise? I'm an alien, and here's Bridget from 2014.
Yeah.
Like, are you saying, do you want to come with me in my spaceship? But you actually look like a black postman, or
Aliens. That's what aliens
Yeah,
are.
yeah. Or you can stay with Bridget. Is that what my options are?
You can have whatever option you want.
Yeah.
I think, on behalf of the aliens, I'd probably just like to say you probably won't fit in. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you didn't fit in Earth.
But you've been my social experiment. I don't care. I don't love you.
Can't I commodore this ship with you and have a social experiment of my own?
I think the alien Bridget would be like, thank you, human. You've played your part now. It's almost like what we do to like mice.
Oh no!
You know what I mean? She would treat you like that, and she'd go, "Okay, bye," and you go, "But Bridget, wait, what?" And I go, "Yeah, you're deluded.
It's not Bridget. It's
I've just
fucking Earl."
I've just told you, I'm a member of another planet,
Right.
and this isn't going to work.
Mm.
This is just a little game. So get on with it, and then I leave you. With
And do I remember?
Yeah, you remember
it.
all of it.
Oh no! Because then I'd have those moments in which I'd wake up in the middle of the night and think, "Oh, that time we did that thing together."
I know.
Oh,
I
he's
know.
probably laughing with his alien buddies right now.
Yeah. He.
Yeah.
What
It's
do you-
Earl, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but no, I'm not neither male nor female. I am just a being,
Oh, I want to be with that.
and you'd pine for me forever. And every night you'd look out the window.
And I look at the normal Bridget and go,
Yeah, look at what
she's
you-
so dull.
Yeah.
And then I get to the CIA and be like, an alien tricked me into marrying it and falling in love with it for 8 years, and now it's gone and I miss her.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect. Let's plug this because something's happened with the president that we.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be a heartless alien that just had no empathy for me.
I know. And then maybe that would though, it wouldn't just be me. Maybe there'd be loads of people that leave Earth that have done the same thing.
Yeah.
So then you'd all have little AA groups where you're all
Alien abduction. group.
yeah. Fake spouse groups.
Yeah.
Fake alien spouse groups. And then you'd all sit around and be like, hi, my name's Alfie. We go,
Yeah.
Hi, Alfie. And you go, yeah, so Bridget,
My alien.
my alien wife left me last week. And there's guys in there that this happened to them, 20 years ago.
98% of modern day divorces is because of alien abductions. Alien intrusions into marriages.
Yeah, and there's like nothing in the law that means you can divorce from it either. So you're like bound by papers to be married to this being.
God damn it, the aliens have got us.
But then there'd also be an AA group for all the people that's bodies were taken over as well.
Oh yeah.
So there'd be groups where people were like, yeah, I was taken over and for 20 years by an alien, and now I'm back on Earth.
Yeah.
Dealing with all the fact that I've lost my life.
It would be
great.
awful.
Hey, what an
for
idea
you.
for a show!
Yeah, for you, getting abducted into 2014 and then waking up in 2022. Oh God, you'd be like, what has happened in such a short amount of time?
I know we've gone rapidly downhill.
It was so great. It was so great before, and now it's just
yeah.
Shoot me into space.
2014. So what? And you're like,
Everything.
where's my favorite show? Where's my favorite show? The American Apprentice. Everyone goes, we don't talk about that now.
Oh yeah, we've got a new show for you.
Yeah.
It's called The President.
And you go, okay, never mind. Well, you know what city I've always really wanted to go to? Moscow. Should we go?
Well, actually, we got to tell you about that. There's well, it's okay because at least we can, travel around the world and have no restrictions in where else we go.
Yeah.
Well, kind of now a little bit, but the airports are all fucked and it's a bit shit. Okay, well, at least, I can get to watch the end of Game of Thrones. Oh, well, actually, bad news about that too.
I suppose there's always Will Smith to rely on to cheer you up.
And then we just hand you a gun and go, look, you just want to put yourself out of this misery. It's kind of bearable if you live through it in small increments, but getting all of it at the same time, you just want to blow your brains out. Oh, God,
great. I think we should leave it there,
Yeah, let's
Come
wrap
on,
up.
let's go and eat.
Right then, catch us every Monday on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Subscribe, do all those things. And remember, live episode on the 20th of May, Friday, 20th of May, for our 25th episode.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's going to be loads of cool things to get involved in.
Yeah.
And yeah, just keep joining us for this crazy ride we're on.
Got to be ground.